to love bomb people. And I don't mean this in like a weird way. It's because I get an overflowing love and appreciation in my body for that person, and I just feel like I have to give it to you all right then. And so I'll go on this kind of rampage of, oh my gosh, I appreciate you so much, I love you so much, like I'm so grateful that you're in my life, like I never take you for granted. And I don't know if other people perceive that as love bombing, but I definitely share what I'm feeling in my body and what I'm feeling with the people that I'm feeling it with. And this is the kind of full circle moment, because I realized that this whole period of the summer and the chaos that has been my life for the past few months has been all about giving that to myself. Love bombing myself in a sense. And I don't know if love bomb is the right word, but that's what's coming up for me. And the whole time I was writing about this new perspective of looking at love through listening, being open and vulnerable, and having equity in love, I was like, Bria, are you listening to yourself? Bria, are you listening to yourself? Are you being open with yourself? Are you being open and vulnerable with the different parts of you? Are you being fair in the way that you love yourself and you're giving and receiving love? And this all just happened right now as I was journaling, and I was like, damn, my brain, my higher self, my consciousness, whatever you want to call this thinking mechanism that we have, I was like, girl, you stay blowing my mind. And I would say yes that I allow myself to be open, vulnerable, and I'm definitely open and vulnerable with myself. But I feel personally I struggle with listening and being fair to myself. I'm way too hard on myself. I'll be the first person to say that. And two, like I have a really bad habit of underestimating myself. And so I do my best to go back and witness myself, whether that's watching these videos back months later, or rereading a blog post, or I don't want to say it's like experiencing yourself. You're literally witnessing yourself, because when you're actually in the act of creating something, you're present with it. You're present in the way that you're creating. And whether you're editing, writing, painting, whatever that is, you're present in that act of creating. And it's good to take a step back when you're creating to like get the big picture, but do you ever revisit it? That's the word I was looking for. So I have a hard time going back and revisiting what I write in my journal, because like I was very open and vulnerable there. And to re-experience myself in that open and vulnerable state is, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm still discovering why I have a little bit of resistance around experiencing myself in my journal. And I don't know if you guys can relate to that, but I know that it's so rewarding to go back and experience what I've created. So I know that there will be some value and some solace that I'll find in re-experiencing my journal. But I personally love, I recently started making music. I don't know if y'all all checked that out, but I wrote a song this week, and I was in a funk. Like I said, this week, this month, the past, just summer in general has been a very chaotic, and when I say chaotic, I mean there was something new that happened about every week, every day, every month. Something new was being presented to me, and I was just like, whoa, this is a lot. But it was a very highly emotional time, and so I wrote this song this week, and I was scared, y'all. I was scared to go back and listen to it. I was scared, and I don't know, everything in my body was like, go and listen to that song. And I was able to console myself through what I created in this song, because I literally created it this week. I listened to it this week, but I was like, my openness and vulnerability that I put into that song, because I did not hold back. Like, I literally let myself just feel and leave it all on track number 1 of this little EP that I'm creating. And I was like, oh my gosh, she gets me. And I was like, of course she gets you, Bria. She's you. You wrote this. And I was like, oh, okay. So it's like, if you don't feel understood, if you don't feel like you're being seen or heard in the way that you want to be seen or heard by other people, you have to take a step back and see and hear yourself the way that you want people to experience you. Are you experiencing yourself? And so, yeah, that's kind of how I was feeling about this whole concept of loving yourself in this kind of acronym that I was thinking about. And I realized I need to go back and listen to my past self and my inner child, because I'm really good at holding space for my higher and future self. But it's time for me to listen to the versions of me that came before before this form of me that's standing right here. My hair is doing a weird thing. But yeah, like I don't know any other way else to explain it rather than I have fear of, and it's just because I judge myself harshly. I have fear around being like, oh my gosh, did I make the right decision? Did I do this right? Oh my gosh, like, but if I don't do it, nobody else will. Nobody else will, and no one else will fully understand what I was trying to present in that moment, or the energy, or the things that happened right before I created that piece of content or whatnot. And so it's like, for me to get the whole picture, for me to re-experience myself, it takes me being open to listening to my past self. And I don't know if that resonates with you. Please let me know in the comments if that helped something click for you. But yeah, that was on my heart to share this morning. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share. To kind of segue into what I really had planned for this Monday morning chat was to talk about my meditation practices. And like I said before, I am not one for stillness meditations.